Morning update, Paul Lindman here. Yesterday we brought you word of an education task force headed by Condoleezza Rice reporting on failures in education, including high dropout rates. Did you notice the op-ed piece in the Oregonian on the same day talking about how Portland is doing better in that category? Joining us this morning, the guy who wrote the guest column, Trip Goodall. He's high school director for Portland Public Schools. Trip, it's good to talk to you. I know improved data has a lot to do with this, but also intervention of the dropout students and their families was key. Tell us about that.
Paul, thanks a lot for having me on this morning. I think really in our work right now, it is about interventions, and it's about trying to figure out ways in which we can connect better with our families and our kids. Part of the work that was mentioned in the op-ed was going out and doing some outreach in terms of reconnecting families and youth to our school system, and that meant really going almost literally door to door to try and determine why certain kids were not coming back to school.
This was done mainly at Roosevelt, Franklin, and Madison high school communities. What did you find out, and what happened as a result?
Well, I think as it's mentioned in the article, that what we found out that there's a lot to trying to determine circumstances behind why students are not coming back to school. It could be where they transfer out of the state, they transfer to other school districts, and in some cases, it truly is where they've disengaged from school. And so our work is really sitting down with them and explaining to them the importance of being engaged in school, recognizing their personal potential through education, and taking the necessary steps to become part of that school community again.
You point out that Portland Public Schools' on-time graduation rate rose 5 percentage points to 59%. How big a deal is that?
Well, I think it's a big deal given the circumstances over the last decade in terms of lost funding, and we can't really change the situation regarding funding in the state right now. And so what we have to do each day is to go in to our schools and do everything we can to make sure that we're providing engaging curriculum, instruction, culturally responsive learning activities for our kids, so that, again, they're going to be engaged and they're going to move towards graduation. So any forward movement is exceptional.
Trip Goodall bringing us good news that we are making progress against that dropout rate here in our city schools. Trip, thanks for talking to us. We'll talk again.
Hey, Paul, I really appreciate it. Anytime.